What's up, y'all? Chris here to do my overdue prediction for Floyd Mayweather versus Saul Canelo Alvarez going down next weekend. I said I was going to do it before, but I'm a procrastinator. Bad habit, but a habit nonetheless. Anyways, I'm not going to get real scientific into this breakdown, real technical. It's just not really my thing. Go to other channels if you want that. Calix Boxing, D-Style. Check out Blood Boxing's prediction video. That's my favorite thus far. Watched that last night. Shouts out to Blood. But I just got a few things to say and got a few questions, for you guys going into this fight. First off, obviously, the biggest factor I think going into this fight is the catch weight. I'm not for sure why Canelo's team offered to go down to 152, but can't blame Floyd for 1 minute for accepting it, even if he's going to catch shit since he made Marquez go down and he said something about Mayweather making Cotto go down. So I can understand why people are getting on him for that. But the funny thing is, you hear Oscar De La Hoya on the All Access saying, I gave the blueprint, and Floyd saying, yeah, whatever, you gave him the blueprint to lose, which was actually kind of funny. But I don't really think that Canelo needs to fight like De La Hoya did in the first half of their fight to win his fight against Mayweather to win this fight. First off, Canelo doesn't even fight like Oscar De La Hoya. He's just not the same type of fighter at all. But I don't even think doing that's going to get him this fight. Basically trying to outbox Floyd. Canelo ain't going to do that. That's not going to happen. I think his better chance of success, if he has any, is to try to find like Jose Luis Castillo did in their first fight, his first fight against Floyd. Kind of crowd him, get inside, get him comfortable. Most importantly, I think Canelo's biggest key to success in this fight, Floyd's not afraid to go put his back on the ropes and let you go at him. We've seen it in a lot of fights, but guys can't really touch him. They go for the head. He's got the great defense, moving to the side, blocking. Great defense. Probably the second best defensive fighter I've seen in my lifetime, if not the first, along with Pernell Whitaker. But Canelo, being a much bigger, stronger guy, forget trying to just nail him in the head. Go to the body. Bang him to the body. Canelo is a big dude. He's going to be a lot bigger than Floyd on fight night. Try to wear him out to the body. Try to slow him down. How good can you really block your body when it's there, especially when you got such a bigger guy leaning on you? Try to wear him down. Try to work that weight to your advantage. Obviously, Floyd's not getting any younger. Now, granted, he didn't look all that great in the Cotto fight to the end. Looked good against Robert Guerrero. But I don't think he's going to look bad in this fight at all, despite his age, because he didn't take any time off. So he should be sharp. There's no, long layoffs in between like he's had between some of his fights. So he should be sharp and ready to go for this fight. But yeah, if I'm Canelo, try banging him to the body. Try using your size. And we saw, one instance where Floyd got hurt against Shane Mosley. It was brief, but we saw it happen. And Canelo, I think he hits as hard as Mosley at this weight, or at the weight he's going to be at, so you might be able to catch him. I don't see it necessarily happening, but it's not out of the realm of possibility. I do think it's going to be a relatively close fight on the cards. I do favor Floyd, though. In boxing, at this point, there's two guys I really don't pick against. Floyd Mayweather and Vladimir Klitschko, whether that's because they're so much better than the opposition or because their opposition just isn't up to par. It varies. But it's just hard to pick against Floyd at this stage. People didn't think he would fight Canelo yet. He would wait. I didn't think that was a smart move. It's like, why would you wait for him to get better and you to get older? So I think this is the perfect time for him to capitalize on this fight. Do think it'll be close, though. At least closer than any of Floyd's recent fights, if not maybe the Cotto fight. Something like that. I'm curious, though, if it's going to be close/controversial. Because I think that Canelo can do as good or as make it as close of a fight as Oscar did. Although I didn't think that fight was as close as some of the scorecards had it. I couldn't make a case for Oscar winning that fight, not even getting a draw. But I think Canelo can do better than Oscar did. Not saying he will, but I think he can. I'm not saying he won't, though, either. But I do think it's going to be a close fight on the scorecards regardless. You just never can tell with boxing, with the judges. There's always going to be at least one judge. It's usually way off from the others, unless it's clear cut. But even that's the case. Even if that's the case, there's usually one judge that's way off from the others. But in the end, I do favor Floyd winning this fight by decision. Forget all that. He's going for the knockout talk. He can go for the knockout all he wants. He's not going to get it. It's not that I don't think Canelo's not a good fighter, but a guy that barely got by Trout in his last fight, not saying Trout's a bad fighter, I just don't see that guy beating Floyd Mayweather right now. Someone may catch Floyd eventually in the next couple of years, but I don't think it's going to be Canelo just yet. Questions for you. Do you think it's going to be a close fight? And if so, do you think the decision will be controversial? Do you think it's going to be the biggest pay-per-view ever? Do you think it's going to surpass pay-per-view numbers for Oscar De La Hoya, Floyd Mayweather? Do you think a win for Canelo is good for boxing? If he wins, it'll definitely shake up the sport. I mean, if Floyd wins, it's going to be all over Twitter, all over the blogs, internet. But if Canelo wins, it's going to be huge news. It's going to be number one on Twitter for sure. Talk all over the place, mainstream and non-mainstream sports outlets. So in a way, it could be good for boxing if Canelo wins. Plus, you know there'll be an immediate rematch, which could make it an even bigger fight in the rematch. So, do you think, even if Canelo doesn't win, if it's a close fight, do you think there'll be an immediate rematch? And last but not least, who do you think is going to win this fight? And who do you want to win this fight? You may think Floyd's going to win this fight, but you may want Canelo to win. Or you may think Canelo, or you may want, you may think Canelo's going to win, but you want Floyd to win. Although I imagine if you want Floyd to win, you think he's going to win. But for Canelo, it's a different story. Anyways, that's it for now. I'll probably do a separate video for Garcia versus Matisse. But yeah, what are your guys' thoughts on those things? I know you're going to order the fight, going to watch it, ordering it, movie theater, try to catch it at, Sports Bar or something like that. Let me know. That's for now, though. Till next time, I'm out.